Hi, hello. Do you catch yourself stuck in a cycle of self doubt or harsh criticism? Negative self talk can drain your confidence and hold you back from reaching your full potential. In this video, we will have insight into 5 powerful tips to help you silence that inner critics and replace negativity with self compassion and confidence. These practical strategies will empower you to shift your mindset, embrace positivity, and build a healthier relationship with yourself. Join me in this journey of self mastery and unveil your true potential. Watch this entire video, and it's time to rewrite your inner dialogue and thrive. Let's get started. Hi, hello, and welcome everyone to my channel at Profound Insights, a journey of learning, inspiration, and discovery where you can learn, grow, and share. Before we proceed further, please click on the subscribe button as well as the bell icon to get a notification of insight content, and this will encourage me to come up with more such videos. Without further delay, let's jump right in. 5 tips to stop negative self talk once and for all. Introduction. Researchers estimate that we think about 50,000 to 70,000 thoughts a day, and that about 80% of those thoughts are negative. That is a crazy amount of negative self talk, right? What is negative self talk? We spend so much time telling ourselves that we are not good, smart, talented, or thin enough. We tell ourselves that we don't deserve the things we want, or that the things we want to have or experience will never happen. And even if they do, they will be disappointing. Our negative self talk affects us in a very powerful way. If we think something is possible, we are more likely to try to achieve it. If we think it's impossible, we won't even bother trying it out. If we think we are a good person who deserves to live a life we love, we will create that life. But if we think we are undeserving or not capable enough, we will sabotage our efforts without even realizing it. Study shows that your thoughts also have a physical impact on your body. Take polygraphy test, for example. They demonstrate how your thoughts directly influence your blood pressure, muscle tension, temperature, breathing rate, heart rate, and even how much your hands sweat. Those are some pretty significant physical reactions to our thoughts. Effects of negative self talk. When you experience the effects of negative thoughts, such as thoughts that create the emotional states of fear, anger, anxiety, guilt, shame, or regret, the muscles in your body becomes weaker. Your stress levels go up. You experience changes in your biochemistry and hormone levels, and you may even suffer from gastrointestinal or digestive problems among other physical symptoms. Studies also shows that negative people tend to be more depressed and are generally less satisfied with life. In contrast, when you experience positive thoughts, you flood your brains with endorphins which help you relax, so you are more alert and centered. Not only that, positive thinking increases your experiences of pleasures while reducing physical pain. As a result, you are far more likely to be confident, optimistic, and motivated to do what it takes to achieve your goals. How to stop negative self talk. Now you know what is negative self talk and its effects. Let's look at how to stop it. For some people, shifting their negative thoughts to positive ones is easier than done. Some people have a lifelong habit of seeing the bad in everything, including themselves. They might try to justify their negativity by pointing out everything bad that's happening in the world and saying they are just being realistic. But in reality, all they are doing is mentally harming themselves. The good news is you are ultimately in control of your thoughts because you are the source of them. That means you can learn to consciously choose to replace your negative thoughts with positive ones that will make your life better. Not all negative thoughts are the result of your inner critics run wild. There are other types of negative thinking that, if you can learn to identify them and counter them, you can create a happier, more successful, and more fulfilling life. Negative self talk examples and how to overcome them. I would like to share 5 of the main types of negative thinking so you can recognize them when they happen and then intentionally choose to replace them with something more positive. Always or never thinking. This is when you find yourself thinking in terms of always, never, every time, everyone, no one, and so on. For example, thoughts like I will never get a raise, or nobody cares about me, or I always screw up no matter what. This type of thinking is not only detrimental to your happiness, it's not based in reality. It's not true that no one cares about you or that you will never get a raise. Well, that last one might be true if you never do the necessary work to get a raise. But then you are the one who is creating that situation, which means that you can change it. It's not an absolute given. Focusing on the negative thinking. This is when you are so busy looking at everything bad in the world, you can't see the good. But the truth is, life isn't all bad, just as it isn't all good. It's a combination of both. There is a positive side and a negative side to pretty much everything. And since you get to choose what you are going to focus on, why not choose to focus on the positive? I promise you, it will have a better impact on your life and your health if you do so. Catastrophic predicting. This is when you imagine the worst possible outcome in any situation and convince yourself of its inevitable, usually without any real facts to back it up. A good example of this would be that you begin to imagine that you are going to be laid off from work or that there is going to be a nuclear war between countries, even when there is no concrete evidence that supports your prediction. Even though the worst case scenarios rarely ever happens, you act like it's just a matter of time and you let it dominate your thoughts and actions. The truth is, we never know what the future holds, and history shows that worst case scenarios seldom come to pass. So, why worry about something that hasn't happened yet and most likely never will? You are much better off to simply focus on what is happening in the current moment and focus on that, such as the task at hand. Mind reading. The fourth type of negative thinking is a sneaky one. This is when you tell yourself you know what other person is thinking and it's always something bad. Do you ever find yourself arguing in your head with someone? You imagine them saying all sorts of terrible things that frustrate or anger you or hurt you and make you feel ashamed. That is mind reading. In reality, you have no idea what that person is thinking, but you tell yourself that you do, and you let this false belief negatively impact your relationships. Remember, most likely you aren't psychic. The only way you can even truly know what someone else is thinking is to ask them and have an honest conversation about it. That's all how you form deeper, more meaningful relationships. Guilt tripping. Guilt tripping is when you focus on everything bad you have ever done, everything that makes you feel guilt or ashamed, and you allow that to define your perception of who you are. You tell yourself you are a loser and a bad person and that you don't deserve to feel happy or achieve the success you long for. And so you give up before even you start. I have seen people waste their entire life because of their feelings of guilt over something they did decades ago, had an abortion, lost a marriage due to their alcohol or drug abuse, created a traffic accident, lost soldiers under their command in battle, spent time in jail, or convinced themselves that someone else's death or suicide could have been prevented if they had acted differently. The thing is, everyone, including me, has done things they regret. You shouldn't allow that to define you. You have also done a lot of really great stuff in your life. If you focus on the good things and start to see yourself as a fundamentally good person who has made some mistakes but is also capable of achieving great things, you will open yourself once again to a life of unlimited possibility. How to stop your negative self-talk today. Begin to listen to how you talk to yourself and how you talk to others. Do you focus on the negative and assume the worst? Are you constantly ripping yourself down? Do you think in terms of always or never? Do you assume you know that what others are thinking without checking it out? Every time you catch yourself thinking a negative thought, say the word silently or out loud. Cancel, and then consciously shift it into a positive thought instead. I hope you enjoyed this video and that the information was useful in unveiling your true potential. Stay tuned for more informative videos that can make your life better and more fruitful. As we wrap up this incredible journey together, remember that the adventure doesn't end here. Keep listening to other such videos with profound insights under the Self Mastery Unveil Your True Potential playlist. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more insightful content, and share your thoughts in the comments below. This will encourage me to create more such videos. Until next time, stay inspired and keep reaching the stars. Thank you.